Hey there, fellow trucker. Welcome back though to SnowRunner. We are right here in the Cosmodrome in Amur region. And as you can see, we are driving the big, long Atom though, huh? Look at that. Plenty of cargo space, plenty of resources up on the truck, 50-inch tires and a new engine upgrade that we did find here in this region. Very nice though, very nice. Now we are going to repair the old bridge though, so we are going to pick up 3 wooden planks right over yonder, right in front of us, and then we are going to drive towards the church and deliver this to our destination. Isn't that cool though? Now let's go right over there. So we have a 3-slot cargo bed, not bad though, not bad, plus a crane. I do enjoy all of it though. It's some decent stuff though, isn't it? Now it's an A+ engine, by the way. As you can see, durability is A- and fuel consumption is A-. I would say with the length, the height, and the tires on its own already though, right? You know, and an addition of a crane and a 3-slot bed though, this is a dream truck. Now, is it a dream truck in Amur? I don't know. We will find out though. We will definitely find out. While we are at it, why not make a nice little print screen? There you go. Wunderbar, isn't it? Alright, now let's get going though. We are going to take this route over here from this little pig farm. We are going to take a right, follow this all the way over here towards the rail station, go all the way towards this town, and then take a right and go there. We could take a shortcut here and there, we might see in between, but once that happens you will probably notice it too, right? No, won't you? Now let's put it in high gear and let's go all the way up though. We did clear the roads, by the way, in the last episode from the fallen trees, so everything should be rather smooth from here on. Yeah, SnowRunner and smooth, huh? Now I'm not really sure how tip heavy this truck is, how I do see the truck right now moving. I would say it is around, well, the center of axis is actually just above the tires. As far as I can see at the moment though, right? And yeah, these bobs and weaves. Yeah, let me find one more. Yeah, well, the center is just slightly over the tires though, I might say. It also feels like it. So that's a good thing. That's an absolute fantastic thing. And this truck, by the way, has the differential lock always on, but all-wheel drive not. So it's very easy to save some fuel if you have to. Alright, so this is the location where we did take care of the trees. As you can see, there's still a lot of debris around here. Gotta be careful. Maybe there's some tree stumps around, sticking here and there, poking up. Nothing of the sort though. So that's cool. Nice and clean. Very nice. A nice little side job here to the right. I'm certain though we could actually... Oh, yep. Woo. Keep the eyes on the road, I would say though, right, you know. But I think we could cross that sector in the middle there later on. I'm not sure if it's useful, but we will find out. Oh my, we almost did fell over though, huh? Because that gap was rather deep. Was like its own little valley, one might say. Now, most of my trucks do have a name, especially, you know, like a nickname. Especially if we drive them quite often, though. And I have to say, though, the Atom right now, I think we are going to drive this one a lot more often, though. So we kind of need a new nickname for this one too, though, huh? But not just yet. If you have something up, you know, like if you can come up with a good name for it, do let me know in the comment section below, of course. But, you know, like, we will only apply it once we do use it way more often. Because, you know, attachment is a real thing. Now, we could take a shortcut there. But I'm not sure how far we have to drive around the mountainside, though. Because the rail bridge over there, it's just going directly towards the Lance station. So we're not going to take that risk. We are just going to go with the route that I have mentioned before. Alright. It was sliding a little bit. Lots of other trucks would already have been flipping on its side a little bit though, so... Bam! The train from the right inside of a truck, though. Oh, that would be a surprise, though, right? You know, if that would ever happen. I really hope in future DLC maps, though, they make things not so static. And by that, I think about... think about trains moving over the train tracks if it is not completely destroyed. Let's say a farmer over a field in the distance. If there is, let's say, a logging station up further ahead, maybe, you know, like maybe see a tree fall sometimes. You know what I mean, though? With a quarry, there might be some explosions from a distance where you are using dynamite. You know, like those little things. Maybe a deer just running over the field in front of the truck. Not too close, of course. You know, like those little things. It will be pretty nice. Maybe a car that is going over a decent parts of highway from one building to another. You know, like a visit or something. That will be pretty nice. Now, I'm going to take the shortcut over here. Although you might think, am I out of my mind? Probably a little bit, though. But there's a lot of places where we can winch onto. So that's pretty decent, though, if you ask me. Right? Now, the winching might actually be not here later on. So, you know, like that is that. Yeah, we are just digging ourselves in here. One more try, and this time take the big boy. Okay. I love the game developers, man. Let's put a whole lot of tiny trees right to solid points. And they always do it at critical spaces, right, you know? And believe me, they have programmed the winds in a way that it will always go for the softer trees. Not necessarily the closest one, because how often have we witnessed on my Let's Play alone that it's grabbing the trees behind the solid tree or objects where we can actually winch on, though. We have enough proof of that, though, right, you know? Alright, the road is right ahead of us. And so are empty trees. Yeah, I think we might actually be crossing to the other side over here. And just hit the snow instead of the very deep ice mud here. Alright, the tree is now blocking us. Cannot get over it, sadly. There we go. Nice. Just had to cross it. So far I would say this truck might be weaker than the ZigZ in mud control and all, but at the same time we have not truly tested this out with a ZigZ yet. Either the 605 or the 615. Well, I'm going to be fair with you, though. If we moved through the normal way, we might actually be arriving at the same time here. You know what I mean, though? So, after all, this is rather smooth, though, this part. We might even be a little bit quicker, though. To be fair with you, I will bet that we would have been a little bit quicker. Yeah. Alright, come on, little rock. Yeah, we are absolutely pushing everything to the side, though. We are a bulldozer. Oh, yeah. Man, we really are one. So far, though, I'm very happy with this truck, even in very difficult situations, because it's going way quicker than, well, probably real life, you know? But also that we have a lot of places to winch on, and that's really, really good. Not just on the outside, but from our truck too, because there's such a long service that we have on this truck, right? So there is a big chance that we just can achieve a pull. Even if it's the front is just barely reaching something new, you know? The rear can pull us forward if we just pull ourselves forward by the front. It's like a little caterpillar movement, right? You know, when the back is going up, so it can press its front forward by its rear. Something like that. I need to compare this with the ZigZ. I really have to in the future. But then again, we could try it out at different places, of course, too. But I think if let's say the ZigZ would be a 10, this one would be an 8 so far. You know, but it could also go up. Let's say on a scale on 15. But to be better than the ZigZ, it's ultra difficult terrain. It's kind of difficult though. The ZigZ is difficult to beat. It's very difficult to beat. And here we go. Very nice though. The old bridge is beautifully repaired. Look at that. What a masterwork though, isn't it? Task completed. Old bridge. That was a bit less painful than I anticipated. Well done. Well, thank you very much though. Thank you very much. Less painful than he anticipated. I'm not sure if he's kind of insulting me low-key though, right? You know, but yeah. I don't think he is though. I don't think he is. Can we actually move over here, or is this more of a scout way? But technically we now have our answer. That bridge is connecting to this road, but you know, like a little bit further away. Okay, icy roads. Very, very dangerous. After all, if we just ever tip so slightly here, though, we cannot really pull ourselves back up. Look at this. This is what I mean with the surface, though. The length and the width of the truck. It's just ideal, though, for a lot of difficult situations. It has a lot of benefits, in other words. Tight corners, not so much. Cannot have everything. Well, some trucks, though, they do actually steer with the rear too, so they kind of have an extra benefit. Making the axis way, 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 way smaller. Okay, I wanted to compare this with the other ZigZ, but it seems like this ice is a little bit deeper than what we were used to before, so cannot really compare. Very nice, very nice. There's nothing there on the left, like a collectible or something. Nah. By the way, I'm rather curious, how far are we into 39% already? Wow. I mean, that goes way quicker than I anticipated though. Way quicker. I thought that was like 20% or something though. I'm not gonna lie there. Okay, wow, almost halfway done with Amur. And that's just the task and everything, right? We have not done any contracts or, you know, like the challenges. Challenges though, I'm a little bit worried about though, because they can be very tough already on normal locations. So we really have to go with the best tools for the job though, huh? Can't you use a screwdriver for a nail after all? And I know some of you have been thinking, you know, like, well, not thinking, have seen now a little video in their mind, you know, of someone smacking in a nail with the blunt part of the screwdriver, you know, the handle. Technically possible, though. Technically possible. Alright, so we can go left, we can go right. It's kind of weird to actually scout with this truck a little bit. Oh, yeah, look at that. We can definitely go probably here. But we gotta be careful about that. So, we have an option right now. We could actually go here to the right. We could scout to the left. You know what? Let's scout a little bit further to the left, though. I kind of want to keep the scouting with the Tatarin or another scout. But let's just drive. Let's just drive. We have enough of gasoline still. Yeah, the Atom doesn't use that much gasoline, though. That's great, right? That's really nice. What a massive building, huh? Kind of funny, like a lot of the Soviet era space stations, and you know, like where they did launch their rockets from, and secret stealth projects for their bombers and all, they are kind of abandoned though, and you can actually enter these places, not legally of course. Massive doomsday bunkers in their metro stations and all. That makes games like Metro and Stalker so incredibly awesome. Even Stall Zone, what is now, well, Stallcraft, which is now Stall Zone. That's also very interesting. And look at that though, we even found a nice little gas station here. Oh, very nice. And I think if you do play games like this, you are an explorer at heart. So the unknown things, the mutations, or just the creepy locations, I think we all love that now, don't we? Just to observe and to not just to be there like, ooh, it's creepy, but to actually trying to understand the location. Does that make sense? I think it makes a little bit of sense though, huh? To learn about its history, or like why are the things the way they are. If I'm accurate with that, and if it sounds like you, don't forget to hit the like though to let me know. Let's put her in high gear. There's a shortcut right over the railroad trails. Yeah, rails. Of course, yeah, typical railroad rail mechanic though, huh? Difficult to get off or get on the other side again. Look at the eyes over here though. Look at the glistering of the sun. Okay, we got a big factory right over here. Probably gas. Maybe a fuel refinery for the, you know, for the launching of these, what do we call it though, right? You know, their astronauts are called cosmonauts. Let's just call it a space rocket. Alright, now what do we have here? We can pick up stuff, which is nice. What do we have? Fuel. Alright. Good to know, good to know. Oh, look at that. That's where one of the pipes go, huh? Not bad. On the other side, not all too far away though from this location. Probably 1,000 or 2,000 kilometers. Yeah, that's not so far though. You're actually in Alaska. How interesting is that though, huh? And we have fixed those pipes there. We have fixed them good. Now, we still want to go to that watchtower over there. And I know. It will be a little bit dumb, though, to do that with this truck. I'm not 100% certain. Wait a minute, what was that? Oh, the repair. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's not do it. Let's just stay a little bit professional, though, huh? Just a little bit. We're going to park this one right over here and drive with the Tatarin right to the same location. Oh, actually, it was the scout trailer there. Oh, not bad. So if we have to deliver it again, though, somewhere, we do know where to get one. Not bad, though, is it? Now, let's go. Let's do some exploration here. Ooh, do we even fit with this machine? We wanted to do this with the Atom, though, huh? Yeah, no way. No way, Jose. It's a miracle if we ever get out of here again. Oh, boy. Come on. Oh, yeah. We just turned it correctly and on time though. Wowzers. Just a meter further and we will be on our back like a turtle. Alright, now let's see. The tower is to the left somewhere. Cannot see it by the trees. Must be a little bit further then. And that's how you get lost though. Huh? Just a couple of meters further though. Oh, there it is. In this case, we are correct. Let's put her in low gear plus. Technically high gear is fine too, right? You know. We are alright if we do stall a couple of times. Well, not complete stall, of course, you know. That would be embarrassing. Now, before we move on, let's see. Aha. Aha. So they want us to go over here. Or through here. But where are you leading us? To a misadventure. How exciting though, but... let's go back to the atom. Because I want that tower, darn it. Oh yes. We do want it. Alright, so apparently you want us to go over here, and guess what is the giveaway? Not just the empty space there, but do you see it ever so slightly right there at the snow? Yes, there's a tiny minuscule dent right in front of us though, of 2 tire tracks. Awesome sauce, we have found a way. Let's go to the skyscraper in Siberia. Oh yeah, let's go though. It's a rather smooth track over here though. The ranger that worked here, I mean, respect though. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing though. You know what, boys? Just realizing real life, it's heavy wind, heavy rain, and I think I have a waterbed tonight because my windows are open. Anyways, we have a mission ahead of us. And once we do have it, I will check my bed. Watchtower opened. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that though. Any nice unlocks? Tree blockade though, huh? Guess what though? Not so bad. Alright, so we do have a misadventure, we do have a little scout, we do have a mountain path of hell down there, of up there, and then we have all of this here and there. Not bad though, not bad. So this sector is almost completely clean. Yeah, that is a pathway to another place, gateway to Chernogamensk. Okay, tree blockade in the way. Alright, beautiful though, isn't it? Well, don't worry about that though. No waterbed tonight for me. Shame though, because waterbeds are probably extremely comfortable, very bouncy, and very dangerous if you have a lot of electronics next to you and there is a lot of water popping out of it. You know what I mean? Dude, imagine using a phone while you're sitting on that and somehow it pops. And then you're like, you know, you put it down. Not sure why I would use a phone. I mean, I have 2 millimeters of hair on my skull. Buzz cut, by the way. I look like a hippie, dude. If I let my hair grow, I look like a hippie. Alright? So I buzz cut it. No hippie vibes from me. Ever. And I have a beard. So, foaming? Fuming? Whatever though, right? My beard? Hell no. Caveman style, absolutely 100%. Me smash it. You know. All right. Oh, look at that though, man. Whoa. Either that is a gulag camp and somebody tried to steal some wood from it, or somebody's actually building a zombie survival camp around here. No, it's gulag. Yeah, it's a gulag because the barbed wire is moving inwards. Alright, misadventure. Let's go and accept and track this mission over here. Oh, aren't you with those cosmonaut people? Yeah, sure, man. We are from outer space. It's been here since anyone tended to a local church, so I figured I'll help out. Turns out the road's a bit too rough for my baby. Could you please get her back to me? Oh, man. This is the local... Oh, this is... Okay, this is the local priest, man. He has also tools on himself. Wait a minute. We cannot change the truck, though. So that's interesting. Repair. The done. Really? Alright, so we have to get here with the other one anyways, right? With the Adam. Well, we might be doing that in the next episode, so I want to thank you very much, though, for tuning in, for being part of this channel. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you do like this channel, though, and you want to be a regular. I hope you do, of course. And, you know, become part of the drivers club, of the garage, one might say. So yeah, stay happy, stay healthy, don't forget to subscribe, have a wonderful time, take good care of yourself, drive safe, and say hello to your loved ones. Bye-bye.